calling all grinders! The signal's up! The signal's up! Oh, baby. We are here. New sirens are pumping. Arnold's here.
Relax. You've been erased.
Who are you?
This grinds my gears, baby. Shed 7780. What grinds my gears? Back. I know we just had the gaming Grindhouse on Monday. Awesome show. Awesome show. Shout out to Optimus, Chris Righteous, Frogs. But there were some things that happened just recently that, I had to get on the mic and bring back the grinds my gears. Hit me with the horns. I got you. There's a horn, Sam Ash. There you go. You got him. You got him. You got him. They're the horns. Hit me with the horns, 20. So, there's been some stuff going down, man. Woo! And I have a couple of topics that I wanted to get to. But as you're coming in here, hit that like button. Share it out.
If you're lying to me, I'll be back.
I know, Grinders. I see when you share out. I know it's impromptu. I know it was a cold opening, just cold grinds my gears, but we got to talk some things here. A lot of stuff happened after the Grindhouse after dark. But some things, Phil had an interview. You know what happens. You know what happens. He opens his mouth. I turn on the microphone. And I couldn't watch it all the way because I just couldn't. Because the Phil Ness there's only a level of Phil Ness before you have your quota. Then it just turns into just complete bullshit. It starts off as bullshit, but then turns into complete bullshit. But a couple of topics I had on here. Shout out to the Grinders. Thank you for coming on. So the things that I'm going to be talking about tonight. We'll see where it goes. Again, this is a grinds my gears, so we'll see where it goes. I got some things. This is off the cuff. This is what you come for. This is what you subscribe for. Shout out to the new subscribers. Last time I did a grinds my gears, who knows? I must have been like at 600 now. We're at 850 or 857. Shout out to the new subs. This is grinds my gears old school. This is when I just go off and we see where it goes. All right, the Phil Maniacs go nuts. And then Sony making moves. So that's what this is. This is the grinds my gears. This is the rants, the show that started it all. This is the essence. So a couple topics I wanted to talk about today, just to let you guys know. And I'm going to probably do timestamps of grinds my gears. I don't know. We'll see. Everybody seems to like those. So we'll do those. HouseMarque acquired by Sony. That happened early on Tuesday. I couldn't believe it. If I stayed up another couple hours, we went to goddamn midnight on the Grindhouse. Might as well stay up a couple more hours. I would have got that news in there. That happened on Tuesday. We'll talk about that and the response. About organicness. Then we have Phil Ness talking about Halo and talking about Perfect Dark. And yeah, same stuff, but interesting things. And then again, we got the ultimate thing that I found so shockingly. I found this after the show on Monday. We're going to show this. And you tell me if this is Phil Ness or not. It is some wild stuff. So we're going to stay tuned for that. But, the first thing I wanted to talk about is the, and let's see if the sound is better. I think my daughter was messing around with the mic here. So hopefully it sounds better. I know it sounded airy on the show on Monday. I think she turned to the dial here. Let's just make sure. Yeah, that's the right one. So Tuesday, Sony announced that they acquired HouseMarque, the studio that purchased the studio that made Returnal. Which again, that third boss, I'm shooting through that third level. I got to finish that boss. I'm like on the last thing with him. But I love Returnal's great. That is, like I said, it is like the classic type of arcade game. And as you know, HouseMarque started as developing indie games, small games for for Sony. They made Super Stardust HD, things like that. Thanks, Buck. They made Super Stardust HD. They made the was it Next Machina? I think it was Next Machina. They made a bunch of like smaller games, and this was their kind of big game that they were making, this AAA game, and yeah, and it did well. Like I think it did well with the reviews. It did well with the response. Sales wise, I don't know. How it did pretty well in the sales, and I think that it's definitely an indication of where they can go with quality and with Sony's backing on it. And Tuesday they announced that they purchased them, right? The thing, Garuda, perfect dog. Okay, who's more bangable, Cortana or Giant Dog? I don't know. Cortana is just a hologram. Unless you want to be messing around with freaking holograms. I'll go Joanna. She's real. But there's your answer. Say Garuda, you get the real answers right here. I don't know who's into the hologram porn. But anyway, it's grinds my gears, baby. So they purchased them, and again, I'm not one to just hype up like oh, the studios, start rubbing nipples, no. It was okay, yeah, that's great, awesome, all right, that's great. I was not, I'm not here running around the street in my goddamn underwears about it, but what kind of grinds my gears is the response from some bitter folk about this organic and calling it gymnast. Well, they don't call it gymnast. I call it gymnast. But saying Jim Ryan or Triple H, head Hunter Herman Hellman, Triple H I call him. He was like, we're not going to really buy the studios. We're doing this organic stuff. He says in an interview afterwards about they're not in an arms race with Microsoft purchasing, because the thing is that Microsoft purchases these companies like Bethesda. They purchase all these things. Everybody looks at Sony saying, "Who you buying?" And they bought Insomniac, and they said they're going to be more strategic. And I think that's been the motif of Sony, has been a strategic, targeted approach. It's not this chum the waters. Just buy anybody who's failing, get more studios, and let's talk about 23 studios. Let me make the shirts from the fans, and I'm going to wear the shirts about all the studios. No. But Hellman's Mayonnaise. I didn't even thought of that, Nick. Hellman's Mayonnaise. We got Hellman's Mayonnaise there. I like calling him Triple H. But people were saying that this is not organic growth. Sony lied. They bought HouseMarque. They said they weren't just going to buy companies. They want organically. Well, the thing that what they did with HouseMarque, I feel, is organic. And what's interesting, in my perception of this whole thing, is that what's interesting with HouseMarque and with the other partnerships that Sony's making with Jade Raymond's studio, with that other studio that they announced at the Game Fest, the Summer Game Fest, Snorefest, I could call it. They, and that too, Buck, yeah. Not all the companies are looking to be brought either, exactly. Not everybody wants to be bought. And actually, Phil actually says, well, we'll talk about Phil later. But it seems to me that what Sony is doing is that they are kind of giving partnerships, see what you can do with our support. If you do something that's interesting, maybe you might become part of the family. It's like the goddamn mafia. Don Grinder, Aziza comes right in. He's coming in. Triple H and Jim Ness are coming in like goddamn Tony Soprano. That's who they're coming in as. They go, you know what? You do a couple of jobs for me, maybe I'll make you part of the family. All right? You go do these couple of hits. You go kind of go over there. You do this. You do this. And then...
You want to relax.
You gotta relax. He comes, come over here.
Junior?
Junior,
Junior?
get over here, HouseMarque.
Junior?
You want to be part of the family?
Guys today have no room for the penal experience.
He comes over here, he goes, you do some jobs for me, and you become part of the family.
I'm serious.
He is. You do some things for me, and now you're part of the family.
Gotta be honest with you, I'm not getting any satisfaction from my work either.
That's right. You don't want to hear that. So, I feel that this seems to be organic. It's natural. Not anyone could join the family. That's right, Buck. Not anybody could join the family. Tony, the Don Gymnast, checks it out. You do some jobs, and then you come talk to me. Maybe I'll make you part of the family. And then you get all the benefits. Like coffee cakes over here. Timmy 2 times. Yeah, those guys. You become part of the family. You do a couple of jobs. Some good things. You don't create any waves. Make some games. I take a look at some Metacritics to get some reviews. See some of the sales. See what the streets are saying about you. You come back to the Don Gymnast. I'll make you part of the family. That's what he said. Phil goes out there and he puts on a thong, goes to the middle of the street going, studios, come on, come one, come all, we'll pay for you. He's out there finessing. There's coffee cakes. That's right, Truth Decay. We got coffee cakes. Phil's buying the Three Stooges, Buck Rogers says. You know what? That's the thing, Phil. They're purchasing is not organic. And I think that was the whole conversation. Hit that like button as you come in here, everybody. Hit that like button. You're made man. You're for life. That's right. You're made man. That's my made man right there. Phil going out there. He's wearing the lattice shirt. He's wearing the fishnets. He's going out there. He's going, hey, who's in trouble? I'll throw some money at you. You know, and that I think Sony was talking about inorganic growth versus just growth, right? And, Microsoft just buying their way to 23 studios. Whereas Sony, it seems to be like a rite of passage. Like you do some stuff for us, like Insomniac. I was listening to, who the hell was saying about, I think it was King Thrash. He did a video from his truck. And he was saying, Sony buying these people in their prime, these studios. Insomniac coming off of Spider-Man, purchased. HouseMarque coming out off of Returnal, purchase. They also leaked possibly about Blue Point Studios, which came out with Demon Souls. And they're supposedly working on some Metal Gear, as the rumors say. I heard a rumor. No, Unknown, you're not late. You're here. Hit that like button, everybody. Share out the video. Everybody, the grind signal only goes so far. Especially these impromptu ones. But shout out to everybody that came on through. Hit that notification button too, because I'll be doing these as well. Not only the gaming Grindhouse on Monday nights at 8:30. Yes. You never know what I'm going to say. That's right. You might choke on your food. I don't want to be liable for any choking hazards. All jokes. You don't know when they're going to come out. So, this whole thing, but people are like, well, Jim lied. It's not organic. I saw a lot of Xbox channels running with this. Like, oh, they lied. I'm like, lied? They're doing exactly what Microsoft is doing. They're buying studios, growing. That's all you got to talk about since 2018. But when Sony does it, they said they weren't going to do it. Why? See, this goes back to what I was talking about on Monday. When you live in the fucking bubble, you don't think anybody else is going to, the competition doesn't exist. You're a fool. You cannot, they act like, same thing goes with xCloud, same thing goes with Game Pass. They act like they're in the Olympic race, but they're the only one racing. Nobody else in their lane. I run around this track and I'm going to win. Nobody else is running with me. Yeah. If you think you only one that exists, you're the only one buying studios. Nobody else can do it. Oh, whoa. Nobody else. Whoa, they're buying studios. They're lying. They said they weren't going to do anything. They said organic. Only Microsoft is buying because we got the money. We're $2 trillion. But we're buying poor ass studios that are on their way out. The guy from fucking In Exile, the Obsidian guy, In Exile guy, they were gonna fucking retire. The guy's like, I'm leaving. He's like, oh shit. Phil's like, no, he sent out the check. He goes, oh, I'm hired. Fucking guy was leaving. Drew Murray came in and started up the goddamn studio. Went back to Insomniac after 2 years. They announced the game. What's up, Eric? Game and Persona? What's up? They announced the game, Perfect Dark, after 2 years of fucking sunset photos of the goddamn studio. Oh, we're in Santa Monica. Take a picture of the fucking sun. Look at the studio Phil hooked me up with. Look at the fucking studio. I'm out of here. I'm going back to Insomniac. They actually make fucking games, not take pictures of sunsets outside the studio. They announced Perfect Dark. Fucking guy leaves. Fucking guy didn't even care. Drew Murray, he's like, get the fuck out, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm glad we showed a little CGI. That shit's not coming out for 4 years. I'm out of here. I'm going to go make Insomniac games. Sony buying these people at their prime, after they did their rite of passage, after Don, Triple H, Hunter Hurst, Helman Hunst, and Jim Ness sent out Cologino. Go do some hits. Go do some jobs. Come back here. Maybe I'll make you part of the family. But you gotta show what you can do first before I put you as part of my family. Sony's making them go through a rite of passage, and then they go buy them. They go, you know what? That's a good game. You hit the 8. Now I'm gonna buy you at your prime. Now, what's up, Jamal? What's up, Twisted? Now I'm gonna buy you. Get over here. Microsoft's going out and getting food stamps. Bethesda's like, shit, we haven't done well. We're coming off the trash of Fallout 76. We're in a fucking gutter right now. It feels like a 7 trillion, 7 billion. Does that sound about right? Pete Hines is like, holy shit, really? Really? State of K2 that comes out is fucking garbage. It has glitches than the fucking first game. Microsoft buys them. They buy them right after they come off the fucking thing. As soon as they come off the State of K2, it's like, 68. Feels like, would you like to be purchased? Excuse me? Would you like to be purchased? Compulsion Games, they buy them off the goddamn We Happy Few. We Happy Bitch. We'll buy you. They're not buying their studios at their prime. Phil should have bought Bethesda when Fallout was released. Nah. Sony's buying these. That's organic, okay? You work for us, you do something, and now maybe we'll see if we're going to invest in you in our future. And I see this also with the other studios, with the Jade Raymond, with these studios. They're doing these partnerships where they're making a PlayStation exclusive game. Not necessarily an indie, but a PlayStation game. And I'm sure they may be in considerations to be purchased. But Sony's not just going out there and cold buying people. They're not just going out there going, you know what? You're making this game, but I'm going to buy you, and now that game is mine. Just like Minecraft. Microsoft had nothing to do with Minecraft. They had nothing to do with Outer Worlds 2. They have nothing to do with Starfield. That game was being developed. I don't know how far along, but those games were greenlit and built. And Microsoft just bought them and slapped their fucking tramp stamp on it. That's it. They didn't home grow these games. They didn't have nothing. They didn't even publish Outer Worlds 2. Psychonauts 2 was in development for years. But they buy them and they go, now it's an Xbox game. That's totally different. I akin the purchase of HouseMarque to like what Microsoft did with Playground Studios. They've been making games for them, and Playground's that. So that is organic. And that's something that's organic growth, like what they did with Playground. So I'm not going to say Microsoft's not doing organic growth, but you work with them, you build these games, and then they eventually become part of the family. That's where I see Sony going with this, with the organic growth. But I wouldn't call it the lying that some people are going around saying. I think Sony downplayed it, a lot of it, and I think Sony is not trying to do an arms race with Microsoft to try to suck up studios. Because it's about quality, not quantity. All I hear about on these studios is how many there are. But if you tell me right now how many PlayStation studios there are, I don't know offhand. Because nobody's running around like putting that in every goddamn tweet, hashtag GamePass 23 studios. I know off my head there are 23 studios of Microsoft because that's all people hype up. I don't know how many Sony has. What, they have 13, 12? I know it's around there, but I'm not running around going like 12 studios, woo! I don't know. I don't care. I care about the output of the studios. Do you see a chef running around hyping up ingredients without knowing what the hell they're going to make? Shit, look at this black pepper. Look at this friggin' steak. Holy shit. What are you making with it? I don't know, but look at the steak. Look at that raw meat. I don't care where it came from, dude. I care about the output. You could have the best Kobe beef, but if you're a stupid-ass chef that don't know how to turn on the goddamn oven or turn on the friggin' barbecue, you're going to burn that shit, and it's going to taste like a sirloin bitch-ass steak. So it doesn't matter what ingredients you have. It matters about the output. Exactly, Twisted. Yeah, he took it down. Clown. That's another thing. It wasn't on my list. But I'm going to tell you this. This media bias shit. All right? Let me tell you something. When I had Xbox and I was all about the Xbox, hit that goddamn like button, Grinders. Hit the goddamn like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike. But you should hit the like button. Because this shit's true. This is how I feel. That's what this is. Let me tell you about this media bias shit. Oh, nobody likes Xbox. Everybody loves PlayStation. They trash on Xbox. Everything. Every time they get, the media doesn't like it. The Sony boost. Sony gets an extra points because it's Sony. Microsoft gets the media don't like Microsoft. Media biased. Okay. So look at this. Now, media bias. What's up, Logical? How you doing? Now, media bias. I'm going to tell you something about fucking media. Now, they're actually fucking head figures in the media that are all pro fucking Xbox. And they're eating off this fan bullshit on their own channels outside of their company or their relationship, rubbing nipples with fans, going on their shows, being a head figure when they're supposed to be a fucking media personality. A media influencer, nonetheless. Not even a fucking influencer, but associated with VentureBeats and IGNs and all this shit, but coming out and making side money based off their fans. Media, employed media, not retired media. Media bias? I don't fucking want to hear me about media bias because they are head figures now. They're not even hiding it. They're not even hiding it. It's like, and he's on the Xbox Park. Woo, here he is. Pictures of Phil. You're making side money. You're making bullshit based off of that. You're not even, what respected journalism? You think you could comment on Sony? You can't. You can't comment on Nintendo or Sony because you labeled yourself on your personal stuff. You're not going to have an objective opinion on anything. Even if you write an article for your supposedly company, It is going to be viewed a different way because of your bias that you displayed in public. So media bias, my asshole. It's there. And you want to know what? It was. Microsoft dug themselves in a friggin' hole. Everybody hated them because of all the shit. I didn't think it was that much to hate. They had games. I didn't think Microsoft deserved all the hate they got in the beginning of the generation. It's reversed. This is what's driving me crazy. Microsoft got all this hate and shit in the beginning of the generation when they had goddamn games. They were making deals. They were giving the gamers what they wanted. Now, they're not doing that. They're buying studios, promising you the pie in the sky Valhalla. It's coming. Valhalla's, oh yes, it's coming. You're gonna transcend. You're gonna see all these games coming. They're promising you this stuff, showing you the riches in the future. But the journey to get there is gonna be arduous. The journey to get there, you don't have anything along the road. It's an unpaved road to a gold mine, supposedly, and it might be a fucking mirage. That's the thing. Promises, Phil Ness, who the hell knows? But they've lost it. But now is the time to get excited for them? Now? I saw one person go, I think it was Destin again. I don't even know who did it, but was saying about how Microsoft's strategy is about getting engagement is more important than sales. Like, what are you doing? Engagements. I understand Microsoft's vision and engagement, but you have to question what is the quality of time of that engagement. What's up, to Floyd? How you doing? So just coming off because this came up through that media bias, right? Like, they're trying to downplay Sony's success in just selling raw data, selling copies, getting mind share, creating waves, trending on Twitter. Game Pass trended on Twitter over the weekend, trending more because of a clever tweet of mocking people that said they were paid shills, rather than Game Pass actually trending when Microsoft was announcing fucking games for it at E3. That's where we've come. It's more about that. It trends when there's no game. Phil was well, we could do better. Like, I showed you that tweet on Monday. Like, all Microsoft was just like, I guess. Like, look, we're trending. Good job, fans. You're trending because because of a mockery joke. You're a fucking joke. You should be trending when you're announcing games for the service and people are genuinely excited to play those games. So it shows that the games that you announced at E3, nobody gives a flying fuck about. You listed the names coming out. Oh, here are all the games coming out. Day one, Dungeons and fucking Dragons gets run through the goddamn mud. Trash ass game. There's your first one. Oh, you like it? Does it taste good? Does it taste good? Game Pass wasn't trending then during fucking E3. Instead, it trends because of a mockery of a joke. And Microsoft celebrated that. Acknowledged it. Oh, it's trending. I don't know why, but the passion out there makes us want to do better. Fucking Phil Spencer acknowledged Game Pass trending. And then I hear people going, Microsoft's marketing is just so much better now. They're just so smart and clever. They're a fucking joke. They're laughing at themselves. But people are laughing at them. Like, you want to be a fridge? We're going to make a fridge. Take yourself fucking seriously. Don't be a fucking joke. You're not in this as a fucking comedian.
You just made the list.
You're not a comedian. Like, you are a company trying to sell a product. And Microsoft has to be serious. You cannot be joking and pandering to your audience. Especially if you're talking about trying to be representable to true billion people. Nobody is going to take you seriously if you don't take yourself seriously. If you joke about yourself, good luck trying to get yourself established to people who don't know who you are. Because that's what they're trying to do. Let's put all these trash-ass games in front of 2 billion people, and let's see what happens. That's what you're doing? That's where you're going with this? People want quality content. They want games. They want stuff. But it's trending on Twitter. Ha ha ha. Great job, Microsoft Marketing. Then Microsoft Marketing had nothing to do with it. All Microsoft Marketing is doing is pandering to the fun thing on Twitter. Like, it's cute, but it's not getting you anywhere. It's like a fucking hamster wheel. But what you're doing is you're making the fans think that it's bigger than what it is, but it's nothing. It's not moving the needle. It's not selling consoles. It's not selling Game Pass subscriptions. It's a fucking mockery. Exactly, Sergeant. Embrace the meme. Don't fight it. And I agree. Don't fight it. Like, don't stoop to somebody's level and fight back on that. No. The way you take yourself seriously is by releasing serious content. And this is it.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
You just release solid games and you shut people up. You don't shut them up by trending on like some Twitter bullshit. By selling a fridge. You don't shut people up with that. You shut people up by releasing games. Oh, they're coming years from now. Let me tell you something, just coming back to the HouseMarque thing. Sony took this indie studio, made them make games for them, gave them some money to make a AAA game, saw how successful that was, and now put them part of the family. All right? They did to HouseMarque what people are quote-unquote hoping Microsoft does with all their studios. And we know this because this is all they talked about since 2018. We didn't even know that Sony was grooming HouseMarque to make a AAA game until June of last year when they announced Returnal. Jim Ryan wasn't with his dopey-ass Gordon Ramsay face sitting on an interview going, well, there are some studios that we are looking at, and we're growing them and giving them the funds to grow so they can make something great. No, Sony didn't have to come out on a friggin' IGN interview, come out in some bullshit article and talk about it. Instead, they just said, Returnal by HouseMarque. Here you go, bitches. Nobody knew that they were grooming them. But meanwhile, that's all the news with Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, the State of Decay devs. All of them are like, oh, Microsoft is throwing all their money at them. They got them new studios. Oh, the initiative. Oh, we bought them this beautiful studio. Here's some sunset photos. We're watching them, and that's the news. The news is Microsoft is grooming all these companies to make something. And we're hearing it all about it. Meanwhile, Sony's doing it right under your fucking nose. They did what Microsoft wishes they're gonna do with these studios. Don't you understand that? This is what grinds my gears about it. Sony just does it and we get the fucking product. Microsoft tells you about where it comes from, who's doing it, what, and then when the game is to ask about the game, they go, oh, yeah. Humana, I don't know. Hopefully you like it. I know we could fix some things. What happened? You were waving your dick in the wind about xCloud 2 years from now being the future. But I ask you about when fucking Halo's coming out and your dick shrivels up and you go in the fucking corner. Oh, I hope you like it. I know there'll be problems. I don't know. So when it comes to the end product for us, that's the fucking question mark. But I know all about it. I know where the beef came from. I know where all the fucking ingredients are from. I know about the sunset photos. I know about what the fuck Initiative ate for dinner because they take pictures of it when they have brunch. I know all about that shit. I know what fucking jacket what the Todd Howard's making while he's figuring out what fucking game to make. I see them in a circle jerk, roasting marshmallows. They flew them all out there to shake hands. They didn't even show a game. All this bullshit. But when it comes to the end product, at Starfield, you get a 2-minute fucking teaser. Sorry, we're not ready to show it. What about the campaign for Halo Infinite? Oh, yeah, we delayed it, but you know what? I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Did you hear about Game Pass? Did I tell you about Game Pass? This is what I fucking mean. This is what drives me crazy about them. I just want to know what I'm going to play. I don't give a shit about all the other pop and circumstance. I don't care. So stop making that news, people. Stop making it news. Because your competition doesn't do it. They just fucking go, boom, here's the game. Bitch, stay to play. Bitch, this is what you're playing. No fluff. No bullshit. I want to know what am I going to play on my fucking PC. That's what I want to know. I got 2 fucking gaming PCs here, a 2060, a 3060. I don't give a fuck how powerful it is. You can suck my ass with the goddamn fucking teraflops and all your fucking powered PC bullshit. But I want to know when to sign up for Game Pass so I could peekaboo game and buy and take all your games for fucking my free 14 days. That's what I want to do. And I want you to prove me to say, guess what? Your game's more valuable than my free month of fucking Game Pass. Because I want to know when to cash in my Game Pass. That's what I want to know. I got this month sitting here. I want to know when to cash it in. I lost my Game Pass sponsorship. I did. It's fucking ball. That's it. It's over. Optimus fucking lost my Game Pass sponsorship, so that's it. I'm done. Exactly, Brian V. That's another thing. Everyone will sound great. Ninja Theory was, first thing they showed, bleeding ass. And then not even 9 months later, they're like, you know what? We had enough content. We gave you one character. Nobody's fucking playing it. One person on Steam has it. I think it's the dev. The dev's kids. We're done. Fuck out of here. We're done. Thanks. 9 months. Bleeding ass. E3 presentation of 2019. Fucking didn't even make it to 2020. Fucking cashed out. Bleeding ass. I know. All my Game Pass and yellow chairs, they're gone. Shout out to those 60 people. Hit that like button for impromptu. Thank you so much for coming on through, guys. But that's the thing. Sony did it right under their nose. Sony built this studio from indie games to a AAA game, marketed it, and you know what? They did some clever marketing, great dev diaries. They made people question about Returnal. They even slapped a $70 price tag on it. And it's stuck around. And everybody loves it. I think it's great. It's an amazing game. It's something refreshing. It's something awesome. That's what I mean. They not only did they talk about Returnal from last year, but they delivered on it. They marketed it. They did some clever marketing with some of the dev diaries. And then they released it. They even delayed it a month or two. And then released it. And it did excellent. For a brand new IP on a next-gen console, great. Now, you're part of the family. We're going to give you more money. You do something else now. And that's how it works. That's organic. So how's that not organic? I don't understand how people were going around that's not organic growth. Because what Sony did under your nose was exactly what you're hoping Microsoft does. Microsoft built a brand new studio with the Initiative. Brand new. Bought all the people. Drew Murray left. But they still got Gallagher there. And they made Perfect Dark. You knew all the steps. You knew the janitor. People on LinkedIn were telling me when the janitor went over there, they got the fucking valet from Insomniac. Everybody went over. We're counting the people going to the studio. Oh, they're at 151 this week. Oh, shit, there's more job posts. They're at 162 this week. Oh, shit. The initiative, when I last heard, had 44 people. Guess what, guys? We got more people in the Grinds My Gears than the fucking initiative. How's that? My little channel got more people watching right now that work at the initiative. 44 fucking people, they said, work at the initiative. 43, I guess, since Drew Murray left. 61 fucking people here. This is a double banger fucking pile. We're a double banger developer right now. Here we are. We're bigger than the fucking initiative. And we're not at Sunset Beach. There you go. 44 fucking people. They knew every person who went in and went out and took a shit at the headquarters. But we don't know anything about Perfect Dark. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? I know everything about these fucking studios, but not anything about their gameplay. Nothing. That's right. Brian V remembers old school Grinds My Gears quotes. This is what and that's exactly what I'm doing with my Game Pass. Give them nothing, take from them everything. That's right. That was my early quotes. Because I was so pissed at what they're doing. They have devalued everything that I held for them. Everything that I believed in for them and I was a fan of, they devalued it all. They devalued the service of Xbox Live. They devalued the fucking console. And they devalued the worst thing of all, the games. Because they said the games are just quantity and fodder. Oh, Gears 5 is in Game Pass. Yeah, but you monetized every fucking progression in the goddamn game. You added excessive, huge microtransactions to skins that were free that you would unlock in Gears 4. So I'm paying a service and have to pay microtransactions. Double fucking dip. So I just don't get this whole thing of organic growth and how Sony is able to do this right under the nose without the pomp and circumstance, without the charades, without the whole thing, and just fucking have it work, dude. But Microsoft is telling you about, you got these people looking at LinkedIn. Oh, he just left. He's over there now. Oh, they got the dev working over Everwild. Oh, they don't know what it is. Oh. It seems like every part of this whole thing, the games are the suffering the most, and that's what's grinding my gears the most. And the fact that they're not showing these games, even games that they announced already, games I really don't give a shit about, but it's like, at least I could play a game. I can't play a developer. A developer doing an interview saying there's a lot of things I can't wait to show you does nothing for me. As a consumer, as a gamer, it does nothing for me. You just piss me off by telling me about things you can't show me. We got more to come in the future. You didn't even say anything right now. What the fuck are you talking about? Why do you have me here on this show listening to you talk about shit that you can't talk about? We're going to have an interview with the developer. Here he is. So tell us what you're working on. Oh, I can't talk about that. Tell us about some of the things you're thinking about. Oh, I can't talk about that. More to come later. I will go. I got something to say in this interview. Why the fuck are you here for this interview? If you can't say shit, why am I interviewing you? Tell us about your day one guns. Well, I don't know. I can't talk about. We got more. What's your favorite gun in the game? Oh, it's a gun I can't talk about right now. Why? Why? Answer the fucking question. We're gonna do an Ask Me Anything. What gun? Oh, I don't know when that gun's coming. What the waste your fucking time. And that's what I mean. Like, I just like that, Sony's not perfect. They're fucking not perfect. Fuck them. But guess what, guys? They cook a damn good steak. They make some damn good food. I'm not going to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant every goddamn night. But I'm going to tell you one thing. When you go there, it's a damn good experience. It's quality that goes with your consumerism. That's what it is. But if you just walk in there and the chef is talking all this shit up and makes you a piece of shit meal, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Well, he tells you the meal's coming, you're waiting. He's like, all this guy talks about is his ingredients. All he keeps talking about is his kitchen. Oh, look at my new stove. Look at this. Look at that. When we're going to eat? 2025. What? I'm hungry right now. I'm paying service fees right now. I'm paying now. Don't tell me about my fucking meal in 2025. Because guess what? You know what I think? You should go in your kitchen and shut the fuck up. Go in your kitchen and shut up. Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me about your kitchen. Don't tell me about your ingredients. Just fucking cook. Maybe it comes out sooner than 2025. Oh, no. We got to have a meet. I got to talk about all this shit. I got to stay relevant. That's how I stay in business. I tell everybody about my kitchen. Meanwhile, Sony's fucking Gordon Ramsay. The guy looks like Gordon Ramsay. In the back room, you don't hear from him. It's a Gordon Ramsay steakhouse. He's not back there cooking. But his message is heard. And they come out with the fucking steak, and it's incredible. Right there. They want, and that's the problem. They devalued everything that I valued. That's why I continue to do this. That's why it hurts me. Because everything that I appreciated them for and respected them for, they have basically just devalued. And the worst thing, the worst thing that I thought I would never say and never have to say, and I couldn't ever believe that. I wish I could tap myself on the shoulder 8 years ago and say, you won't believe what you're going to say in 2021. And I'll be Grinds of 2008, 2009. Grinds, what are you talking about? I'll be Jez of 2021. What are you going to say? And I can't believe that I would say this, is that the one thing they devalued and disrespected, fucking Halo. That show last year, they didn't make up for it. We haven't yet to see an improvement of it. And that was the Halo they decided to show. That is the thing that built Xbox. And if you're willing to let that be shown like that, that was such a kick in the nuts. Because I was even saying this before that they can't do this to Halo. They can't. They respect Halo so much they can't do this to Halo. And they did that, plus made it a goddamn meme. You made Halo a joke. I understand people don't love it. People moved on from Halo. I understand that. And that's something that's just everybody's personal feelings. They just move on. That's fine. But when you make it the laughing stock of the goddamn internet, and you know what? The fact that you showed that, that's why I shared it. I laughed at it. Because you want to laugh at it and say Craig is your mascot, Phil? You want to laugh? Well, then guess what? I'm going to joke about you. I'm going to joke about you because you what? You are a joke. And if you're laughing at yourself, everybody's laughing at you. I'm going to fucking laugh at you too because you're a clown. The whole operation there is a clown. And I want it to stop. I want Phil out. I want Satya's cloud ass out of there. I want them all gone. Clean fucking slate. Get him out of there. Put Phil in a goddamn politician outfit and let him go campaign for fucking mayor of fucking Seattle. But get the fuck out of Xbox. Because with him and with Satya, this shit's going the way of Mixer. This shit is going the way of the fucking dodo bird. It is going to be an Xbox app that is going to be just spamming on your goddamn phone, and you're just going to be like, whatever. I remember the day Xbox was a console. I remember the day the Xbox was something. It's nothing. Because even if you're a diehard Xbox fan, this future that you hype, that you're excited for, is still a fail in Xbox fans' eyes. What do you win? If Xbox Game Pass is successful, you don't need a console. That's why you became a fan, was because of the console and the console community experience. That is the least of their priorities right now. The future is a dongle. That's right, Unknown. A growth business, Aziz. Exactly. Where the fuck is he? There he is.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like, I think we've gone through times.
Not to throw mud on you, but I have to know that's a fair. I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say, and
I always bring that quote up because he says our first-party content has not been good over the last few years, not the last holiday, the last few years, and he said that in 2019. 2 years ago, he said that, talking about the last few years. What are we doing here? But we celebrate this. People celebrate this because he's a nice guy. But he's not giving you the product. You could talk circles around people. That's fine. But like, you got to come to the realization that the output is not matching the person. Like, Jim Ryan may be a douche. I don't care. All I care about is consumerism. I care about where I put my money. And if it satisfies my entertainment. And I have this gaming PC here. I got Game Pass. Where is the content? All this gaming PC shit. Where are the games? I'm a console player. I won't want to play Age of Empires. I don't want to play that shit. I was looking forward to play Halo. And I will play it, but I don't know how long it's going to keep me at the game, because that Halo multiplayer, it looked cool. But it looks more, it's the same issue that I had with Gears. They did not evolve the game enough. They added perks and tweaks, and they didn't even modify the game. It was played safe. Gears 4 was safe. It dropped off faster than my friends that we played. Gears 5, even faster than that. Where are my Levolutions? We had environmental things on every map. All the extra maps with Cliffy B, avalanches that changed the map around, all this other stuff. They added a couple of sandstorms in Gears 5. What are you doing? Have buildings come down, have destruction, have grit. Make the game feel next gen. Make the game feel like the next Gears. And I say the same thing with Halo. Looking at Halo, it looks like they took Halo 3 and slapped on a Halo 5 skin to it. Or they took Halo 5 and they got armor abilities now. No more jetpacks and ground slams, fine. And all this vehicle stuff, that's fun. But like, even the maps that they showed, the environments looked like they were ripped right out of Halo 5 and every other Halo game. They did not look like very new maps. They weren't like crazy alien ships or in space, where they had those maps in the past. Show us some new environments. Don't show me the same level that looks like Blood Gulch. It did not look like the next Halo. It looked like they modded an older Halo and kind of matched it all up. And knowing that it's free, I know this shit's gonna ship bare bones. It's not gonna be fully realized on day one. It's not a game mode. It's the whole goddamn multiplayer. And getting into Halo, this is this article that came around here. Let's see, I don't think my display works with this one now. So, this article came out. Here's that interview. Xbox boss Phil Spencer says Halo Infinite is not make or break for IP. So, during this IGN interview that he did, he basically said that you're getting more Halo, whether you like it or not. Like, he don't see, and I want to read the quote exactly. I'm not going to interpret it yet. So, there's a lot of speculation that Halo, and whether or not Halo Infinite is the final test regarding Halo's future forward. With Starfield, the new IP that Microsoft bought, according to Xbox boss Phil Spencer, Halo Infinite will not be a make or break situation. Instead, it's a fresh start. Oh, shit. But I'll tell you the concerning things here. This is what he says. In an effort to be honest, whether it is what you want me to say or not, there's that Phil Ness. There it is right there. You know. Just let me know how you feel after this. I'm going to grind this. I want your opinion. Shout out to over 70 people watching. Hit that like button. Share it out. It's amazing. You guys are awesome. Coming on an impromptu Grinds My Gears. So I'm wound up tonight. Oh, and you wait for the big one you're going to see. The ultimate. And I found this stuff. And I thought this was crazy. You'll see. It would do after this one. It would do this. So this is what he says about Halo. So he goes, in an effort just to be honest, or whether it's what you want me to say or not, there he goes. There's his Phil Ness in the beginning. Like, wishy-washy. Like, I would tell you if I could tell you, but I'll tell you what you want to hear. But if you don't want to hear it, I'll this whole talk got the ass. The impending launch is that way as a proverbial nail in the hypothetical coffin. Here he goes. Halo will be here 10 years from now. Is Infinite the linchpin on whether it survives that long? Absolutely not. The game has such a rabid fan base and such a history and lore that is just an IP that's going to be with us. We do not take that for granted, but after he says that, he says we don't take that for granted. Okay, because listen to the next thing. But I definitely believe in my core that is true. He added that it doesn't mean the teams want to associate with games like Halo Infinite to feel that the fate of their future, the fate of this game, depends on tens across the board. Instead of focusing on that, the teams are instead honing on doing everything, a game that our Halo fans will be proud of. Oh, man. Here's the quote, this one. I think that there are going to be millions of people that are going to play that game and love that game, Phil Spencer said. I'm sure there will be some people that will see opportunities for us to do more, and that's just the nature of being an entertainment business. We accept that. That's just the kind of what we've signed up to, and we love being part of that. So he's already acknowledging that there's going to be some criticism about the game. Obviously, he knows there's going to be some criticism about the game. And yeah, I'm sure that, and what's interesting is that, to me, now first I want to say, I'm going to go right to the chat here. I want to see what you guys, so what do you think? So first off, this quote where he's saying that instead of focusing on the rating of the game, I want to make sure that this is a game that Halo fans will be proud of. And then this thing where Halo will be here 10 years from now. It's the Infinite is not the linchpin. Absolutely not. The game has such a rabid fan base and such a history that it's just an IP that's going to be with us. But we don't take that for granted. But I definitely believe in my core that that's true. And I'm sure there'll be some people that will see opportunities for us to do more. Not that we will address them. That's just the nature of the business. So he's basically just like poo-pooing now, like shoo. So what do you think, Grinders? What do you take this? And I'll let you know what I think. But what do you think here? What's Matt Booty doing? He's clapping in the streets. That's what he's doing, Sergeant. That's what Matt Booty's doing. He's clapping in the goddamn streets. Way to contradict yourself. Exactly, right? Excuse me? That's right, Twisted. Phil Ness, my article. Yes, read it. Yeah, well, wow. There's a name, X-Boss. That's right. 343, the Queen of Halo Remaster. Microsoft wants gaming to be like the dollar menu. It's preemptive damage control, JCat. Yeah. Neil says he wants to be there. What's Matt Booty? Who knows? Score never changes. That's right, Unknown, right? He's not looking for tens. He don't care. It's more about this millions upon millions of gamers. And this is the point, before I get into my interpretation, this is where I don't like, and even what they were saying about how the sales from Sony, the Microsoft's vision is beyond that. It's about getting games. Millions of people are going to play this game. And this is my problem. Microsoft has turned into, right before our eyes, they've turned into a quantity company. A spam company. They're not in it to deliver. Like, and this is the perception. Again, they have to change this perception. It's kind of, that's right. Game Night says it's kind of deflating the way he talks about Halo. Yeah, we'll get criticisms, but that comes with the business. I don't like that at all. That's right, Game Night. Seriously. They're talking about Halo, Game Night. They're talking about Halo. This is not a new IP. This is not a swing for the fences, new exploratory game. No, this is Halo. This is what Xbox was built on. And Ryan says, I don't think he could say anything else, honestly. There's no way he's going to say it's all or nothing Halo. You're right, Ryan. He's not going to say that. Because then if Halo does bad, everybody's going to come running, Grinds included, right back to his interview going, Phil said this was it. So, if this game does bad, it's over. But you could see, it's not about the scores. He don't care about the scores. He just wants to make it a game for Halo fans, but he's worried about the millions of people playing it. And why are millions of people going to play Halo? Because it's free to play. Because it's behind a subscription that they have for 20 million or 18 million confirmed people. It's about quantity. It's about how many people. But this is what I have to ask you, Grinders, and this is really in-depth thought. Really is. My question is, what a spam company? That's right. It's really weird, like a spam company. That's what it sounds like. They just want to get their shit in front of as many people as possible. They don't care if it's a quality. They don't care if it's They just want to know this is in front of 4 billion people. That's it. Whether they bite or not, I don't know. Chum in the water, a spam company. That's how he's treating this. Because this is the problem I'm going to say right here. When they talk about engagement, how is engagement measured? It's measured by one click. One click. One little download. Is it measured by how long you're in that game? Is it measured by how much entertainment you get out of it? Is there even any way to vote that you don't like it? See, when you buy something, you might buy it, and maybe you don't play it for 20 hours, 30 hours, maybe pay for 5 hours. But guess what? You made that investment. You made a monetary investment of the game. So there is some desire there that you've built to know that if a game sells well, it really doesn't matter if somebody stays there a minute or two, but they invested in this game. There's a monetary interest. People gave up something to play this game. When you look at what Phil is trying to do, he's making this stuff so accessible that all he cares about is one little click, and now you become an engagement number. And that's more important. But nobody's saying, what is the investment of the gamer? Is it how long are they in that game? Sea of Thieves is the revolve. 10 million people played Sea of Thieves. You mean 10 people turned it on and turned it off? And maybe 4 million stuck around? There's no 10 million goddamn pirates rolling around there. Exactly. It might be another crackdown with who knows? Guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. 1,000 grinders. Let's go. Hit that sub button, hit that like button, hit the notification button as well. There's my commercial. But I truly, again, I just love talking to you guys. This is classic shit. This is the way you started. This is the way I'm going. Because I started with 5 people. Now we got almost 70 people. It's incredible. This is just, it's awesome. And thank you again for your support, guys. Because I need to vent about some of these things. Because I feel like there's nobody that just mentions this stuff. And it's just, I just don't understand. Because I was a true Xbox fan. And now I shit on them because, you know what? I make fun of them because they are a joke. And they got it. And people are like, they're doing better. No, they're not. Now, look at this stuff. Does this sound? And this is what I mean. This goddamn clown, this is what, this is what I mean. When I say about quality, this is how he speaks about the game. Well, people will see some opportunity for us to do more, and that's the nature of the business. Meanwhile, And I'm not going to spend time looking for it because you heard it on here before. This son of a bitch came out last year on a goddamn interview with The Verge and was like, and this is from Game Inform, this thing, but like he was on The Verge going, they're like, oh, you think we'll see like, you know, xCloud on like a TV? He goes, oh no, you'll see that. You'll see that within a year. We're going to have that coming out in a year. The confidence of his dopey ass. He's not saying like, well, you know, xCloud really, you know, there's problems and stuff like that. No, he's like, it's on everything. xCloud this, xCloud that. Oh my God. xCloud touch controls. Oh, he's all hyping that shit up. But when it comes to the game, he's just like, well, you know, it's not about the tens. It's about just making a game that people will be proud of. You know, I think a lot of people are going to play. You know, and you know, there'll be opportunities for us to do more, but that's just entertainment. You know, we accept that. It's what we signed up for. It is what it is. Like, what? This is Halo. This is Halo. This is not, what are you doing? If you're doing this, if you're talking about like this to Halo, that's right. Exactly. 10 million 8 snacks or 1 million 8 10 snacks each. That's a good point. That's a good point, Sergeant. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like what is the quality of the interaction? What is the quality that they're expecting when they're speaking about this? They're just like, hey, you know what? We had 1 million downloads. Well, how many people actually signed in and played? I don't know, but 1 million downloads. Exactly. I don't like Jim Ryan. I don't give a shit about Jim Ryan. I don't care. And I don't care if Ryan could lie through his goddamn teeth, but guess what?
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
The one thing that he said, and it came true. The games are doing the talking. Not him. He says some stupid shit. He puts shit all over the place. But the games are coming to the platform that we are playing. And if Sony stops doing it, I don't know like who's going to pick up the slack. But the problem is that Phil, you know,
one of the things
thinks he's a movie star.
I really love about being here is the families that are here. And we see parents with the family.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years.
One of the things I really love about being here is the families that are here. And we see parents with the family.
I'm trying to use the phone!
We got plenty of Turbo Man Staple, Sabertooth, Tiger Booster.
Exactly, Ryan. Like how he spoke about Crackdown 3. He played it. Exactly. He hyped it up. This is why I just don't I just don't know what is it needs to be quality engagement, not quantity. And they're focusing on quantity, getting this in front of as many people as possible, and maybe somebody will bite. And I always say it, chumming the water. It is going out to the ocean, throwing a bunch of bloody-ass chum out there, low-quality fish guts and all that shit, and see what bites. Where Sony is a goddamn friggin' fly fisherman, swinging the goddamn lure like... They got the specific bait on there, swinging it around. They got the proper... They're there at the proper time, and they know exactly what the fuck they want to catch. Swinging that shit around. Bzz. Sony bends in... Boom. There's a 20-pound fish. There you go. I knew exactly what bait they wanted. I knew what time. I knew my positioning, and I got the skill. Boom. Targeted. Got it. Meanwhile, Phil is a goddamn fisherman. He has one tooth. He's out in the middle of a friggin' lake, chumming the water, thinking he's going to catch a shark. He's like, he's in a goddamn pond. He's like, all right, I'm throwing out this chum. All right, I'm going to get the biggest fish. And I'm like... Phil, there's a bunch of guppies in this goddamn water. What the hell are you chumming? And Nintendo, too. That's what I mean. Nintendo's doing the same thing. Oh, they want Mario? Oh, yeah, there you go. Bzz. There's golf. Oh, you want Zelda? Bzz. Targeted fishing. And guess what? Yeah, we're the fish. We're not going to be eaten. But the thing is like, they're giving. They know exactly what they're shopping for. Exactly. Glenn's that's right. He's chumming the water, but the water's in the swimming pool. Phil's on that little blow up boat on the goddamn in a pool, and he's like, "Throw the chum. We're gonna catch something." It's like, Phil, you're in a fucking pool. He's like, "I'm chumming. Put it everywhere, chum." I'm like, Phil, the whole thing is red. You made the whole goddamn thing red. He goes, "I'm chumming the water. I'm gonna see if anything bites." Phil, you're in the fucking pool. You made the pool all red. Oh shit. And that's a perfect example. They are basically putting their shit in front of people that really don't care. And this is the point that I was trying to make on Monday. The mobile gamer,
I'm trying to use the phone!
they're not looking to play Halo. Know who's looking to play Halo on a phone? The core audience. The audience that you abandoned. The audience that you're not giving them exclusive games for their console. The day one Series X buyers. The day one X buyers. The people that want to show the 12 teraflops that you talked about for 2 years before the console came out, and there's no games to demonstrate it. That's the people that want to do that. But a person that plays Candy Crush on their phone, a person that plays PUBG Mobile on their phone, they're not looking for a streaming service when they're playing native games on their phone that are built for the phone. You're trying to give somebody a console game on a phone. No, it doesn't work. And this is not the first time this has happened. Android's been trying to do it for years. The Moga controller, even emulators can't do it. If you can't get free emulators to turn a game to get people to walk around with a full-ass controller, if emulation of classic games on your cell phone doesn't turn you into a mobile gamer, Halo and friggin' Bleeding Ass and all those other stupid-ass games that they've been putting on Game Pass, mediocre games, Dungeons and Dragons, those fucking games are not going to get people to play on their phone. Nonetheless, pay you $15 a month to do that. Who the hell wants to pay $15 a month on their phone? I don't understand the logic here. I understand why, but I don't understand. I understand the execution, but I don't understand what the results are. What is the quality of that user? A number that you could use to get games in Game Pass? What is the quality of engagement? Sony is putting a $70 price tag. Now, again, I'm not here excited to pay $70, but if I find value in the game, I'm going to buy it. If I don't think it's good, I'm going to wait for sale. But it's still an investment from me to buy the game and to determine what I like, not sit in a service and wait for stuff to be fed to me that I'm really not, that I'm like, oh, really? Oh, well, I'm glad that game is in there. I'll check it out. And that's the thing. That's why you see Game Pass being hyped so much. But the content of Game Pass, people, like I said this on Monday, where are all the screenshots, the sharing, the streaming of all these 300 games in Game Pass? Where is it? Where is it? I have tons of Xbox from all I followed. Where is it? If all these games are satisfying it, where is it? All I see is a picture of Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, Demon Souls, God of War. That's all I see, pictures of that. When Ratchet and Clank came out, it fucking spammed it took over the internet. You have access to 300 games on Game Pass. You talk about it every day. What about the games? Where is it? Where's the hype for the content? Oh, it's coming. Why do you sign up for Game Pass? Oh, for the day one Microsoft games. Oh, when was the last one? Oh, Gears Tactics. In November. Okay, well, that was for a game that was in PC Game Pass in February. When's the next one? The next one, it's the day one game. It's Flight Simulator. Oh, a year-old port of the PC game, the downgraded version for the console. That's what you're paying. That's what you're paying for. And then you got to have a big one after that, right? Psychonauts 2. That's Microsoft's first-party games. That's why Game Pass rocks. So Flight Simulator. So 2 PC games first on console. Flight Simulator. Psychonauts 2. finally a decent game in Forza, and then Halo Infinite campaign. What about after that? I don't know. Halo doesn't have a release date. We don't even know when Halo's coming out. So that's the first party output that you're looking for. Flight Sim, Gears Tactics. Last year was Ori, Minecraft Dungeons. Just I'm talking on console. Ori, Minecraft Dungeons. Didn't even get a Forza last year. So you got a Forza Horizon this year. Halo Infinite. Not even the Halo multiplayer because that's free. You don't need Game Pass for that. Psychonauts 2. Flight Sim. That's it. Your first game. Your last two games. The last time that Xbox had an original first-party IP, a first-party game from their first-party studios that they committed to Game Pass was Minecraft Dungeons. I think that is. Grinders. Minecraft Dungeons was the last game last year in June. Was the last first-party Microsoft game, because that's the reason why people sign up for Game Pass, was over a year ago. Minecraft Dungeons. Dom says that my PS5 controller works on my PS3 in certain games. Really, it does? You know what I found out? Side note. You could use Beats headphones wired to the controller on the PS5. Mic and everything. I was using it last night. Because you couldn't use Beats headphones wired to the... You could use them to listen on the PS4, but you couldn't use it for chat. The prongs were not... You couldn't do it in the matching. The prongs were not the right prongs. Now they built a controller, probably because they have a mic in it, but now you could use Beats headphones with the thing. They sound good. Not as good though as the Sony ones. The Sony ones still have that spatial surround sound stuff that you definitely hear. The Beats have the power though. It's loud as hell. But it's an interesting note to say, like they changed that with the controller, that you could use now inline microphones from Beats headsets at least. I don't know about the Sony ones, but like yeah, I tried that. Yo, what's up, Link? How you doing? So, yeah, just to just say, like, again, like, people talk about the Game Pass and the hyping up of the thing. Like, so you had Minecraft Dungeons. If I'm missing one, tell me. Because if off the top of my head, I'm thinking Minecraft Dungeons. And then you had Gears Tactics, and then Flight Simulator. So the next console PC game that comes out is going to be Psychonauts 2. So you went from Minecraft Dungeons to Psychonauts 2 because of Xbox Game Pass on the console. Because we all know, I think we all know, Microsoft's not going to share the numbers, but I think a majority of Xbox Game Pass players are on the console because they're basically Xbox Live members that turn to Game Pass. I think we all could agree, a majority of Xbox Game Pass subscribers, Ultimate subscribers, are primarily playing on the console. Then I think it's PC and then probably mobile. I would really love to know the breakdown of it. But I'm sure a majority of them, probably about 80%, 90% maybe, are on the console. Maybe 80%. It depends. That Microsoft Store is trash. I don't know how many PCs. And actually, it might be more so because if you think about it, how many people waited to buy Sea of Thieves in Steam? If they were subscribed to Game Pass, they would have played it already for 3 years. So, like, for Microsoft games to blow up on Steam kind of shows that Game Pass on PC really is probably not the majority. Because how many people are buying it on Steam? Because if they're getting it through Game Pass, they probably wouldn't be buying it on Steam. So, especially if a game that just was in Game Pass for the longest time blows up on Steam, like, I know PC dudes will hold out, but that's another reason why I don't believe Game Pass on PC is as big as big as it is on console. I think Game Pass on console is primarily the way to do it. So if you think about it, if you're a console gamer, the next simultaneous release is going to be Psychonauts 2 from Minecraft Dungeons. Over a year. So basically you just gave them $180 to wait. Or you paid $90 for Minecraft Dungeons and $90 for because the thing is that people say The reason why Game Pass rocks and PlayStation Now doesn't exist, because PlayStation Now is trash according to a lot of people, which I don't agree with. I acknowledge that it exists and actually is a better deal, and if you want to talk value, is a better value, and they release better games in there that are more current. But yeah, Microsoft does have some day and dates, but Sony does have some decent games in PlayStation Now. You got to acknowledge it, and it's 800 games. And 400 or something, 450 are like downloadable, and then another 400 or 300 are streaming, which their streaming got a lot better, and I've done it on this channel just to show you the options. Remember when Phil runs around with options, right? Option my ass. But you sign up for Game Pass, and you hype it up, but you're looking at Minecraft Dungeons, Psychonauts 2 with Flight Sim and Gears Tactics released in between. And then after that, you got Forza and Halo Infinite Campaign, which they have yet to show again after that debacle of last year. Does that sound like $180 worth? Oh, I'm omitting all the other games, like the Outriders. But you want to know what? People say the difference is the Microsoft first-party content.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
Yeah, with their first-party output, and they still haven't. So that's the point. It's like and I said April was a great month. April with Outriders and MLB, that was great. But guess what? It hasn't really hit since. They missed out on some games that they could have created a little way. Like I said, like Biomutant, I know didn't get great reviews, but that would have been a good get to talk for hype in Game Pass. Even Mass Effect, the remaster. Mass Effect, Hood, what I played, Chivalry 2, like you would think those would be no-brainers to go on Game Pass. But no, they skipped it entirely. And it's interesting because if you listen to that article, and I didn't want to go into all that stuff, maybe I'll save that for another Grinds My Gears about him. But you know that the third party is really getting third party to buy in on Game Pass. He says, and I'll just summarize what he said in there, was it's more of the recurring games. Like if they put their first game, like the Yakuzas, like, if they put Yakuza 1 and 2 in there, and then they're going to put the rest of them in there, that's his measurement of success of Game Pass, is the recurring ones, not the one-offs. So, like, if they put MLB in there this year and they think they did well with it, maybe they put in MLB next year too. But I bet you they won't. I don't think they will. I think this was a break the ice moment, MLB, and I think now they see its success. They probably could have said we could have sold a lot more too if we didn't put in Game Pass. I think this was kind of like a flash deal. I know they're hiding that campaign. Crossfire X, who knows what that game is coming out? Scorn, who knows? Like, you want to talk about other games? Okay, let's talk about other games on day one in Game Pass. Scorn, we don't know. Crossfire X is not in Game Pass, so you got to buy that. There's another game misses a Game Pass. Who the hell knows what that is? That's like, what else you got? You got, what else do they have coming to Game Pass? Really, like, they dropped off since April. They really didn't get some bigger games at all. And then you look at Games of Gold. Games of Gold garbage. Even though they have Conquer Live and Reloaded, which I have the physical copy of Conquer Live and Reloaded. I shared some photos on Twitter with it. Hold on, I just want to share this out. I know Scorn's awful. They even show Scorn. They showed the freaking trailer. People had to hunt down some old ass gameplay. Hold on, I was going to say. Big finale coming. I'm saying hyping up the big finale. I don't know if it's a big finale, but we'll see. So, yeah, like you talk about those games, but like again, they missed out on a lot of stuff. Like they're missing out on a lot of games at Game Pass. Like, Dungeons and Dragons came out. I guess that was a day one game. Actually, yeah, I have it up here. Where is it? I told you I read the recently added games. Immortal Realms, Vampire Wars, Limbo, Limbo was recently added to Game Pass. Jesus, I thought it was there. Right? Gang Beasts finally came after like 4 years of goddamn PlayStation exclusivity. Gang Beasts finally made it to Xbox. Yeah, I'll share this thing. Look at this. Holy Jesus, this is what I mean. And this is what I went over this. I'm not going to repeat what I did on Monday. But just ahead, these are recently added games. Gang Beasts, Bug Fables, Everlisting Sapling. The fuck? Going Under, Internships a Heck. Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within, For Honor, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Need for Speed Opposite. This is through EA Play, which again, EA Play plus PlayStation Now is still super cheaper than this. Worms Rumble we got in PlayStation Plus. This EA Play is $30 a year. This was in, they took it out. It was in PS Now for like friggin' 4 years, Evil Within 2. Like since it released, like I think a year after release, it was in PlayStation Now. They just took it out because Microsoft probably said, get it out of there. Darkest Dungeon, Fallout 3, Rage, The Doom, and Dishonored. Like, this is what's hyped. Again, I'm not saying it has no value, but does this deserve the level of trending and hype? But Games of Gold is horrible. Games of Gold is friggin' garbage. Like, Games of Gold, they Conker's Live and Reloaded. Yeah, it's a remake of it's a reskin of a remake of the original Conker's Bad Fur Day, but the whole brand new live mode, it doesn't work. Because the live servers are down for original Xbox games. So they just basically gave you Conker's Live and Reloaded without the live part. That OG Xbox game that they put in Xbox Games of Gold is half a game. It's just Conker's the first part of the game, which you could get in rare replay anyway. But basically, Live and Reloaded, there's no multiplayer. I ran out and I got Live and Reloaded. I got Crimson Skies. I even demonstrated on my channel. You can't play Crimson Skies online. Any of those Xbox original games, you can't play online. So they basically gave you a fucking game that doesn't have an online functionality. That's the value of gold. You're welcome. Thanks, Phil. Great deal. What a guy. You basically gave us an Xbox game that only has campaign. Because the online, it doesn't work. Because you shut the servers off. Thanks. That's the only decent game we're talking about in Games of Gold. Then you look at PlayStation Plus. They're giving you Black Ops 4, Call of Duty. That basically, if you subscribe to any of Sony's services, you basically have all the old Call of Duties. You got Cold War, you got World War II, you had Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare, even the single player remake of Modern Warfare 3, you got Modern Warfare remastered, Modern Warfare 2 remastered, all through PS Now and PS Plus. They're giving you Call of Duty games. So to say like there's no Call of Duty game in Game Pass at all. Here. Not even a fucking Ghosts. Call of Duty. Here you go. Here, look. You got Call of the Wild. Here, I searched Call of Duty. You want to see what you got in Game Pass? Here it is. Call of Duty. You got Call of the Wild, Call of the Sea, and Human Fall Flat. That don't look like Call of Duties. There you go. But this is the future. All right. You want to hear future? Drums, please. Get ready. Finale, mothers. Finales. Here we go. You ready? Hit that like button because you guys, you're going to start your own goddamn YouTube channels after you see what I'm about to show you right now. Drums, please. Get ready. This is what I found after the show.
Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big
Hit that like button, share it out. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Relax. You've been erased.
Hype train going.
Hi, buddy. This is really cool.
We went the whole siren clip for that one. Get ready. Because you're going to be saying this after this.
You have me right.
con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals.
All right. Let me see where the grinders are at before I share this. Get ready. I'm gonna timestamp. I gotta timestamp this thing. Oh, I got it this late now. All right, 88 people watching. Are you guys ready? Here it is. Watch this. Okay. Watch what I found when I was messing around after the show. I was just clicking around and stuff like that, and I wanted to see something. So remember I was showing this. No, not this. Okay. So here's Game Pass, right? So this is the future, right? All right. And I said, value for you, great. You love your values. But one thing that I hear about Game Pass and grinds my gears about it is how games leave the service, right? But you could buy them. You could buy them with a discount. So the whole model of Game Pass is if you play the game. So let's see what's leaving soon. Oh. So this is what's leaving soon, right? So if I really, really liked Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Loki, I'm really like this, but it's leaving. Well, you could buy the game. You get a discount with your Xbox Game Pass membership. You get a discount. Oh, I do. So what you do is Microsoft makes you subscribe for $15 a month. And then if you want to buy the game when it leaves, you could purchase it. Really? Okay, so it's leaving. So it's in a leaving soon section. So what does that do, Grinders? Twisted Sync. It's leaving the service. I got to buy it. I really like this game. Look, they're teasing you right now. Guys, these games exit Game Pass in 2 weeks. Keep playing. Buy now and save. Here we go. Phil Ness, everybody. Up to 20% of your member discount. Hurry up. While there's still time, buy the game. Buy it. Are you ready, Grinders? 90 people. God damn it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button you knew. Ready? I'm buying the game. It's leaving. I played it in Game Pass, but I want to buy it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me see my discount because I'm going to buy it. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait a second. There's no sale on this one. It's included in my Game Pass Ultimate, but it's leaving the service. They said there's a sale. There is a sale. Here it is. Here it is. Wow. Look, with Game Pass, I get a discount. It's a $60 game. But can you see this? Grinders, can you see this? Because record this, right? Remember? It's included, but with Game Pass, my discount, I get a sale. Look, it's $60, but I get it for $47.99 with my Game Pass discount. So it's leaving. Hurry up. It's going to leave in 2 weeks. You got to buy it. You know what? It's leaving the service. You're not going to be able to play these games anymore. Now, remember, this doesn't happen usually to Microsoft first-party games. This happens to all the other shit. Go buy it, but you get a discount. So, oh, good, it's $60. This one's not giving me the discount, but it's $60. Can you see it now? I'm gonna zoom in nice so the grinders watching on 5-inch phones could see. Holy Jesus, I zoomed in too far. Yeah, everybody using 5-inch phones. Here, look. Here's your discount. It's not discounted on the main game, but here it is. I'm just enforcing the discount because the mentality here is that you sign up for Game Pass, you play the games, you try them out. Oh, I never like fighting games, but I really like Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm really into it. I did the story. I like the characters. I want to buy the game. Well, Microsoft's like, well, here you go. It's leaving in 2 weeks. You could purchase it. And, oh, here's a discount. The discount that everybody hypes up on Twitter. Oh, you could buy them. You could buy them. Here's your discount. $59.99, $47.99. What a discount, right? Okay, right? Take it all in, everybody. Take it all in. Take that price all in. $47.99, you got your discount. right? You're sure it is $59.99, right? It's coming out of Game Pass. You better get it. What the games do to talking. So wait a second. Deluxe edition, $47.99. Here's my deal. They're pricing it over $60. Now let's see what Sony's selling it for. Mic drop. Fuck out of here.
You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
You're soaking it in? But that's our future. Game Pass, that exact thing, is our future. So what do? You know when a store's going out of business? Everything 50% off. Yeah, but guess what? They jack up the fucking price to be overpriced. So when the 50% off comes off, you're actually paying the same amount of money you would have paid when it's not on sale. It's a fucking con.
You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
So you got these people paying $15 a month. I told you, there is a catch to this Game Pass. This gloriousness that everybody thinks. That game's on sale. It is on sale. 10 to 20% of $60 fucking dollars. That's why when I say buy your games for look at this sale. It's $60. $17.90 fucking 9. Ends July 8th. $17. 70% off. Guess what else, friends and grinders? Guess what else? You don't have to be a member of shit to get that discount. I'm not logged in with PlayStation Plus. This is a raw deal. This is just the cost of the game. You don't have to be part of a membership to get the $17.99 sale. But in order to get $47, you need to be part of the fucking Suckers Club. Fucking Suckers Club. Oh, but it's just one game. The fuck you talking about? Oh, is it? You're right. No, you know what? These excuse. Let's see what else is leaving Game Pass. I really don't like fighting games, but without Game Pass, I would have never tried Soul Calibur. You're right. I would never tried Soul Calibur if it wasn't for Game Pass. Look at this. Oh, man. Game Pass made me play Soul Calibur. Uh-oh, it's leaving. Story modes. Oh, my goodness. It's leaving. Oh. Whoa. $60. Whoa. My discount. There it is. I knew they were going to give me my discount. My Game Pass discount. $89.99. $71.99 with Game Pass. Whoa, thank God I'm a member of Game Pass Ultimate. Thank God. Because I would have never got that discount. You know, and what's crazy is that the $59.91, just the status one, that doesn't have the Game Pass discount on it. No, because Phil don't want you to buy this one. He wants to fuck you real good. No. We put the sale on the deluxe edition, not this one. I would have never liked Soul Calibur if it wasn't for Game Pass. accessibility, chumming the waters for the suckers. Now let's see the smart consumer, the multi-platform owner, the neutral gamer who's sucking the fucking tit of goddamn Xbox. Oh, I'm a neutral gamer. You get a discount. Follow me. Let's see what the consumer does, Grinders. Let's see what the consumer has to say. I own everything. Do you? Let's see. So what was that? What was it? What was my discount? $71.99 my discount. Not on this one. On this one. $71.99 for Soul Calibur 4. That came out in 2018. All right. Now I buy it with my Xbox Game Pass discount. I have to be a member. Well, let's see. Huh. You know, let's see. No way, all right? Come on now. Phil is the great guy. He's so nice. He gives us discounts. He gives us choices. He gives us options. He gives us options. Soul Calibur. Oh, look. They don't put their... Oh, it's $60. But wait a second. So's this one. Oh, but wait. The deluxe edition, guys. Oh, wait. The standard edition, $60. Okay, so we're here. We're matching. We're matching. All right. But the deluxe edition's on sale. I want to see. Let me see. What? How much was that again? $71.99. Get the fuck out of here. Done. Mic drop, motherfuckers. Soak it in, everybody. Soak it in. What do we got? With my discount. Did I hit my mic? Shit. There we go. There you go. So this is the model of Game Pass. This is what we're seeing. 2 fighting games. I would never, and guess what, guys? Fighting games, what? There's not a huge audience, right, on Xbox, right? Right? I would never play fighting games if it wasn't for Game Pass. But I could buy my game. Game Pass gives you the discount. Discount of, you imagine paying $71.99 and look at the fear. You talk about fear mongering. Look at the fear. These games are, why do you think this exists? Why do you think this exists? And you know what's interesting is if you know from PlayStation Now, they tell you when the game is leaving, when it goes into the system. So like when you have a game on PlayStation Now, it says leaving in September. It says it. It says like leaving in September 15th is the, so you could pace yourself. Microsoft doesn't tell you. Like when these games are added, like most popular games, Dark Alliance, there's no when it's leaving the game. There's no catch. Like doesn't say when it's leaving Game Pass. You know, you come here on PS Now, You come over and PS Now, and when you come over here, you go to Services, PS Now. When you see the games, it tells you when they're leaving the service. For only $5 a month. So they tell you when the games are leaving. See? The Witcher 3. Available till September 6th. It's not a hurry up, these games are leaving soon. Microsoft just populates this section. They create a sense of urgency. It's marketing. They're creating a sense of fear-mongering. Like, you're going to lose access to these games, so you better buy them. So what do? They jack the price up of this game. They put it for the retail value. They give you some bullshit 10% discount, and they expect you to pay $47 or $71. Meanwhile, if you were never interested in the game, I didn't get to try it, do a demo, you own it for $13.49. That's cheaper than a month of Game Pass. You own the deluxe edition from $90 to $13. $13. No subscriptions, no memberships, nothing. Likewise, Marvel vs. Capcom. $17.99 from $60. They got you paying $41 on Xbox with Xbox Game Pass. You got to be part of a membership to get that killer deal. You got to be part of the membership, the subscription, the Phil Ness subscription. So, do you see how Game Pass is manipulating people? Do you see? People think that this is an amazing. You know what? It's just people window shopping. They're like, oh, look at this amazing, but they're fucking you on the back end. This is manipulation. Hurry, it's leaving. Buy it. Jack up the price. Give it a 10% sale. Make them think they're getting a discount, and those suckers will buy it. Meanwhile, if you're just a smart consumer and be like, hey, you know what? I don't really like fighting games. You know what? I don't like Marvel vs. Capcom. I didn't like this one. I like the other one better. But, so I'm not paying $60 for this. I'm not paying $60 for this game. You wait. $17. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Price of 2 fucking sandwiches. I'll give it a shot. You know what? I never really liked the Soul Calibur games. I don't need Game Pass to convince me that I like something that I don't. And then you see where they get you. Like, they give you that drug. They give you the drug like, oh, yeah, well, you're getting to play this game in Game Pass. You know what? If you really like it, you should pay $71. And then you could get it. It's leaving. If you really liked it, you played with your friends, you got all involved, they hooked you. They got you. They gave you a taste. And now you feel pressure because it's leaving Game Pass in the next 2 weeks. Hurry up. You're losing access. All your save data, you're losing it. You're going to lose it. You better pay $71. We gave you a discount. Meanwhile, it's sitting there at $13.49 until July 8th. I don't like Soul Calibur. But for $13, yeah, I'll get it. I paid $60 for it when it launched. But for somebody who doesn't like fighting games, $13. Yeah, I'll try it out. See? It's not bad to buy games. You don't need a subscription. You don't need to be fed content that you don't know if you like or not. Because the price will drop eventually. Things will go on sale too. It's something that's more attainable or something that you're willing to spend on. I don't spend $60 on fighting games. Okay, fine. Look, you're getting $90 version. $13. That's the price it should be. Why is it sitting here in the Microsoft Store for $90 and with a $71 discount? Remember what they said. You're never going to get a 70% discount. And I'm sorry, I'm not reading the chat because I'm looking at all this stuff, and I broke my friggin' headphone. I got to fix it because I did a mic drop. That's what I do for you grinders. over 100 people watching. Hit that like button, grinders. Look at this. Look at this. Who brings you this shit? And you wouldn't believe it, guys. I was clicking around. I was talking to Frogs after the show, post-show, and I was like, wait a second. I'm like, these are leaving. I'm like, clicked on. I'm like, oh, there's that discount everybody's talking about. I'm like, how much is it on PlayStation? And I was like, holy shit. I'm like, Frog. Dude. This had to be told. And I'm glad I have the audience of grinders to tell it to. This is insane. And it's fighting games. Now, I'm not you doing it with indie games like Outer Wilds, but like you're talking about, like, these are pretty significant games to be in Game Pass, right? Marvel and stuff. But look at the thing. You'll never get a Sony disc. Like, the Sony member, look, to keep playing. Look, to keep playing. Like, look at the marketing of this stuff. These games are leaving in the next. This is the back end of Xbox Game Pass. This is the Game Pass of, like, always look for the, he's shaking your hand with one, but he's sticking his foot out. Never trust a good deal. Like, you got to ask questions. You got to analyze this stuff. You can't just be like, oh, it's the best thing in the world. That's it. They won. Wrap it up. And then tell me this is the future and PlayStation should have this. No, fuck no. Because look at the sales that I'm getting. $13.49. Look at the sales that you're getting. You're hyping up Game Pass, getting chairs, getting interviews, taking photos, getting out to dinner. He gives you a fucking 10% discount. Here you go. Did a good job. Pick up the bill. Game Pass saved me so much money. Yeah, but it's fucking on the back end. Sucker Pass. Here's the king. Sucker Pass. And these are not rumors. This is not fear-mongering. This is facts. And what's hilarious is that so many people are neutral. I own everything. Well, you're a fucking idiot if you're hyping up Game Pass and you're going to buy this game for $71 when your other console that you're sitting at, oh, but I don't play on PlayStation. I don't game on PlayStation. I have it for the exclusives. But you're a fucking idiot because, look, they're giving the games you're getting in Game Pass out for $13. Like, hello? And this is something I'm going to follow. I'm going to look. And when these big games like Yakuza and leave Game Pass, if they leave, I'm going to check the price of them. Because I guarantee, but even if the price is low, they're giving you the retail price. But look, they already tell you right now, save up to 20%. So even if they do $40 or $50 or $60, they're never going to give you this sale. This is 85% off. You'll never get this. You never get 85% off. You never will get of Marvel vs. Capcom. You're never going to get 70% off. They cap it right there. They say right here, you are going to get up to 20% off. So he's telling you right now, you're not going to get a sweet deal when these games leave Game Pass. So they're suckering you into liking games to try games out that you would not like, to eventually like them, and then want to buy them for top dollar. That's the model. That's the filness. That is the future for Xbox.
You heard me right. Con men, thieves, degenerates, lowlifes, thugs, criminals!
And what's even crazy about the filness is that the discount does not apply to the ones that are in Game Pass. See, if you look, it's Capcom and Marvel's Ultimate. It's the base versions of the games. What's being filmed as? I'm gonna come back to the chat. I'm sorry, chat, because I'm just sharing my screen. I can't see that. I'm gonna come back to the chat. See what you guys are saying. But yeah, I see some of them from far away. But yeah, like, see, these are the base versions of Soul Calibur and Marvel. So they don't put the base versions on sale, the ones that you've been playing. Instead, they put the deluxe editions in there with the extra characters and the season passes. And then put the discount on that, not the discount on this. This is the one that you've been playing in Game Pass. You didn't play the deluxe edition. That's the one that gets on sale. That's the one that they want you to buy. Oh, well, I get a discount on this one. So now you're looking at Like, this is marketing, guys. This is cleverness. That's why you can't just go capping for a service without seeing the ins and outs of it and knowing the fallacies. And this is where I said Game Pass is dangerous. That's why I'm not jumping in full face first into a 2-foot pool with this stuff. You got to proceed with caution because this is uncharted territory. No pun on the word uncharted. But this is not the future that I want for gaming because this is out of my control. Because now if I got tied into the Xbox ecosystem and I am playing Soul Calibur through Game Pass or Marvel vs. Capcom, games that I probably wouldn't play, but Game Pass got me liking them, you know, just like they got everybody suckered into Yakuza now all of a sudden. They were living on PlayStation for 20 years. Oh, all of a sudden it's in Game Pass. Everybody's a Yakuza fan now. Everybody can read subtitles. Good job. I thought everybody didn't like Japanese games. Subtitles. Oh, okay. Now you love subtitles. Okay, good. I'm glad. All of a sudden, because it's in Game Pass, you can read now. Great job. But I digress on that stuff. But you see how they're hooking people into the Yakuza. Right? But look at this. Look at the marketing here. Well, $60, but with Game Pass, I'm getting this for $71. So it's an $11 difference. I'll just get this version. They upsold you. Done. Upsold. Because now you're looking between 60 and 71. If this game was on sale for the $20, this game would be out of the price range. But because this is 60, this is 71, it's economics, guys. Consumerism. That's why you come here. I'm a fucking real consumer. I will tell you if this is a deal or not. This is it. Look. $71. Meanwhile, this thing's sitting there. Sitting. And look, $17 for Marvel vs. Capcom. $47. The deluxe edition. The other one's not on sale. It's $40. And look how they get you. You could buy it, you sucker, for $59.99. Or with this big green button, $47.99 with Game Pass. With your subscription, you'll get a discount. So wait a second. I'm paying $15 to get access to games and get a 10% discount. Okay. Well, I don't need any membership for this. This is not PS Now. This is not PlayStation Plus membership. This is just raw sale. No membership required. $17.99. So what you're paying for was the accessibility. It's like fucking Dave & Buster's. It's like Dave & Buster's. It's like all those games. Like, it's like all that stuff. Like, you spend all that money on tickets to get a friggin' like a baseball. Now I'm coming to the chat. I broke my headphone. I gotta check it. I gotta fix it. I dropped it. I'm going back to the grinders. So you believe that? You believe that shit? Now I'm going to keep an eye on that. I want to see what other games in there. So I'm going to come through the chat now and see what you guys... Oh, you got the normal one on sale? I know, right? Oh, am I serious? This is bullshit, isn't it? Lane Pass. Lane Pass. This is gross as twisted. Yo, bro, what's up? Jiggy Pokery, how you doing? That's not a sale. It's not a sale. We love you, Phil. Exactly. Phil Ness to the T, right? Says Impatient Fire. Shout out to Impatient Fire. Sergeant, why is that $70 drama so stupid? Exactly, Sergeant. Talking about $70, but meanwhile, you're looking at a game. Oh, but we get a sale on a discount. You're getting a discount on a full price game at $90. They're giving you it for $71. Ultimate Edition, though. That's why you're right. That $70 thing is bullshit. It's drama. It's stupid. It's people trying to recreate the hatred it's people trying to create the negative thing that Xbox got and trying to make Sony appear negative so that they could make Xbox get better. They want that revenge that happened in 2013. That's where the world is going, for at least social media. They want that revenge. Go buy it now. Yeah, there you go, patient. Go buy it. Yeah, I'll play it. I got both of those games. I actually bought, and I'm going to tell you what made me go see it. And hit that subscribe button if you're new here, everybody. Let's get those subs up. What made me do is I'm like, wait a second. The reason why I clicked on it was because I know I bought Marvel vs. Capcom physically and traded it in, right? And I knew that it went on sale, and I bought it again. And when I saw it on the Xbox, so I clicked on it. I saw in the Xbox store at $60, at $40, and at $60 and then $40, or like whatever the hell it was. What was it? It was I forget. I was showing it so many times. Yeah, $60. I'm like, wait, $60, $47 on sale. I'm like, I think I got it for like $14, $15. I'm like, because I know I wouldn't have spent more money on it because I traded it in, but I wanted it just to mess around with, like, to have the new one, because my son wanted to play it. So I was like, wait a second, I got this thing on sale for like $15. Why is it sitting there with that Game Pass discount at $47? That's what made me check it. And then I started clicking on the other game, and I was like, wait a second, Soul Calibur also, and then I saw the two fighting games. Now, Monster Hunter is at $20. Now, that's another thing I didn't bring up, but Monster Hunter is leaving Game Pass. But you get it with the PlayStation Plus collection. So, see, with PlayStation Plus, that PlayStation Plus collection, Monster Hunter doesn't go away. It stays as long as you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. But see, you could still be a Game Pass subscriber, and Monster Hunter is now bye-bye in 2 weeks. You don't play it anymore. Bye-bye. Goes right back to full price. $20. $50 for the expansion. Goodbye. It's a rental service, at least with the third-party games. That's why I go right back to my initial point in that Game Pass will live off of Xbox first party, because the first party is the only stuff that remains in there. Exactly. And Monster Hunter is $20, but Monster Hunter is part of the PlayStation Plus collection, Jiggy. I got Yakuza 7 like a week or two after. Exactly, Buck. That's what I mean. And you own it. That's why this whole Game Pass, yeah, exactly, the whole Yakuza Remastered collection. And that's another thing I noticed too, and I brought this up a couple of times. What's leaving the Phil Ness vault? You're right, Twisted. That sounds like a good segment. Maybe I will include that. Definitely. The Phil Ness vault. What's leaving, and we find out how it's on sale on PlayStation. But that's another thing I noticed, is that the aggressiveness of sales on the PlayStation, like, it's almost akin to Steam. What they put their first-party games on, and the aggressive sales on the PlayStation Store. There are much, and I noticed that back in 2016 when I got the PlayStation. I was like, wow, because I would always watch deals with gold, and the only time that Microsoft really had any real substantial sales was during the holidays, like Black Friday sales. Or, the countdown to New Year's they used to do, and put like flash sales up. But that was before Game Pass. Since Game Pass, they have held those games, have been sitting there at that price point. They don't put them, because the thing is that they need to have the perception that Game Pass is the way to play the game. And I noticed that a lot of their first-party games don't go on sale that much. And you want to see something here. Here's another thing, right? Sea of Thieves launched in 2017. 2017? Yeah, I think it was 2017, 2018. 4 years ago. That game was $60 at launch with 3 mission quests. It's a Microsoft first-party game. Has not been given out in Xbox games with gold. Has not been in games with gold at all. And has been in Game Pass since day one. Let's see how much it costs to this day. $60 at launch. 4 years ago. How much do you think? $40. See, so that's the thing. Like, I really don't see them going on aggressive discounts. But I have to say, the PlayStation Store has more serious discounts on games. Like, you see God of War for like $10 and stuff like that. Or Greatest Collection. But crazy, right? Insane. But we will keep an eye on that stuff. Where is it? Insane. Let's go. But yeah, that's what I noticed on there. Xbox, hey, what's up, Smooth? He's up late. No, Xbox does have sales. I know they have the sales, and they have the Games of Gold sales. They have the Games of Gold. I'm not saying they don't have sales. No, I'm being honest. I'm showing the store. They have sales, but I'm saying on their first-party games, sometimes they don't go. I think Sony does have more aggressive sales than Microsoft does. Now, third-party games, they probably share the sales. But I just showed it. I don't know if you were here. I showed you want to talk about sales. I don't know. Kid Smooth wants to comment on this on the chat. But, Soul Calibur is, I don't know if you were here, Smooth, but like Soul Calibur is leaving the Game Pass store. And here's your sale. So $59.99, and it's on, you get your discount with Game Pass. And then on the PlayStation store, without being a member, I don't want to repeat for everybody who was here, but it's $13. Deluxe edition. $71 with the Game Pass discount. And then they're telling you that it's leaving Game Pass in 2 weeks. And the same thing goes for Marvel vs. Capcom. It's on sale for $14. So what I'm saying is, yeah, there's sales. You could say there's sales. I'm not saying there's no sales. It's just that Sony's has much more aggressive sales, and this is absolutely insane. $13.49. Same game. But what I noticed is that, and I think a lot of people get tested this, a lot of the PlayStation first-party games, they're either given in PlayStation Now, they've been in PlayStation Plus. Hell, they gave, and then they gave them for free. They gave them for free. They gave them Ratchet and Clank. They gave for free the game at home. They gave their first-party games for free. But Sea of Thieves was never. It should have been in Games of Gold a long time ago. But they want to, and the reason why is probably because they want to make you go in Game Pass. So the perceived value is like, whoa, this shit's expensive outside of Game Pass, but in Game Pass bubble, that's where I'll get it. But now if the game leaves the Game Pass bubble, as I'm giving a demonstration here with Soul Calibur and with Marvel, we're going to make that price be high, and we'll give them a discount on it. And if you live in the Game Pass bubble, this is the best thing you're going to get. Because, as they say, it's only up to a 20% discount. And if you look at the Soul Calibur store, the Soul Calibur on here, it's 85%. So given Game Pass, you're never going to get this kind of sale unless they do some aggressive sale with deals with gold or something like that. But anyway, I had to fix my headphone. Oh, and the last thing too, before I wrap this up, Grind, there's over 100 people watching. My goodness, incredible. Thank you again. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. The Perfect Dark thing, pretty interesting. One last thing I wanted to say. When I was listening to the Phil interview about why, because Ryan McCaffrey asked a good question here, and I'll show it up here. So hear this. This I thought was pretty interesting. I gotta watch the rest of this thing. Oh yeah, Gears 5. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Smooth said Gears 5. Yes, Gears 5 was given away as an apology for the bullshit they did in February about increasing Xbox Live Gold and taking it back. That's right. That was the only time they gave away their first party game in Games of Gold. Because it was an apology. Oh, yes, I remember that. Yes. So there you go. You found one. Gears 5 given away as an apology. They were increasing the games. They were increasing Games with Gold price in February, and as a Band-Aid, they put Gears 5 into Games with Gold for that month as a Band-Aid, and then they got yelled at, and then they retracted the whole doubling up of Games with Gold, but they kept the Gears 5 in there. So that was the one time they did it. Excellent. But anyway, hear what Phil says.
Start other things over time. It's kind of the natural turnover that happens with entrepreneurs and startup businesses. And for us, we're always out there looking at where we could continue to build our first party capability and looking at teams that we think would be good fits for us.
Phil, on this exact note, sorry to jump in on
this
Destin,
was a good question.
I think that what you've just brought up goes back to I don't know if it was an on-air or off-air conversation that you and I have had about Perfect Dark and the initiative. So, you talk about the risk of starting a new business and a new studio from scratch. And we had talked about, we've debated for months on this show up until the game was finally revealed as Perfect Dark is the initiative going to do something original or dip into the catalog of interesting intellectual property that you guys have? And you guys ultimately decided, obviously, to go with a reimagining of Perfect Dark, a game that is beloved, but was kind of one beloved go on the N64, and then the 360 version, wasn't received as well. So I'm kind of curious if now that it's out there and it's public, if you could kind of walk us through that decision, which was obviously made in the early days of the studio with Daryl Gallagher and the team of what you guys ultimately decided to make in the form of Perfect Dark.
Yeah, the truth is with Daryl, that discussion happened before he even joined us. Obviously, it had a great track record at Crystal and the work that he had done with Warcraft and the reimagining of Tomb Raider. So when we were looking at different opportunities with him, one of them that we brought up was Joanna and Perfect Dark. And it was something that he was excited about. In the end, and this will sound like maybe the wrong thing to say, I actually don't think it matters what path that we picked. Whether we decided to go back and reimagine Perfect Dark or do something new. The most important thing will be the quality of the execution.
Yeah.
And
of course, it'll be the quality of execution. But I thought it's kind of weird, too. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, of course, it's the quality of execution, but if you're bringing back a franchise, like you think that's I don't know. I just feel like that's an approach to Perfect Dark IP. I love Perfect Dark. That's my Halo and Perfect Dark. And I just feel like, it doesn't matter. Yes, of course, it's a quality execution. Again, he talks about quality. We got this thing here. Yeah, we got him. We got him right here. He talks about it.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years.
I agree, but I just feel that if you're going to bring back Perfect Dark and do it, like, it should matter that it's that IP. The IP should matter that you're doing this. It shouldn't be like, oh, it doesn't really matter. Like, and he said, and again, he does this Phil Ness where he's like, it really doesn't matter what I say. Like, it's probably not the right thing to say, but it really doesn't matter what we decided. Okay. Well, hype me some more about Perfect Dark. So why did you choose Perfect Dark? Because you wanted to bring back the IP, because Xbox needed another IP, right? Let's bring back, because even Ryan says it. Like, he goes, well, the second one wasn't well received. Like, people weren't really yelling about Perfect Dark, and I know. I wish they did. I yell about Conker. I want the Conker back. But, Perfect Dark, I'll take it, because the 360 version was all right. It was not the N64 version, obviously. But it's nice to have it come back. Like, I definitely will want to see Perfect Dark come back. But this is where, and again, I'm not here.
We deliver a delightful game that people love. I think it's awesome that for us, we can focus on a female protagonist in our lineup. We don't have a lot of that in our first party. I think Joanna offers a lot of modern opportunities that I love to see the team kind of focusing on having a strong protagonist in. So it's for us, but that discussion, just to be transparent, started with Daryl before he was even here, because I didn't want to have a leader come on and then it wasn't something we were aligned on what we wanted to go do. So that was part of the early discussions. It wasn't the only outcome. It didn't have to be Daryl, hey, come and do Perfect Dark or don't come to Microsoft. But it was a discussion we had before he even joined. And so for the creation of that team, I think everybody who's joined the initiative has joined with the idea of what we're trying to go do. But like you said, Perfect Dark's had 2 iterations, really. And one of them people love on the N64, the one on the 360, I think you accurately said it was a launch game. It's challenging to get a launch game.
Wait a second. I can't stop watching. He keeps doing these eyeball things. I don't know if you see it, but he keeps doing these. I don't know if Phil ever did these Phil Ness eyeballs before. Look at his eyes. He keeps doing these wide eyes. Like, I can't stop.
We're aligned on what we wanted to go do. So that was part of the early discussions. It wasn't the only outcome. It didn't have to be.
He keeps looking at this left. Is he lying out his ass?
Be Daryl, hey, come and do Perfect Dark or don't come to Microsoft. But it was a discussion we had before he even joined. And so for the creation of that team, I think everybody who's joined the initiative has joined with the idea of what we're trying to go do. But like you said, Perfect Dark's had 2 iterations, really.
Well, really, yeah, because it had they did do a remaster of the N64 version. They did do that, so that was pretty cool. They did do the remaster of the N64 version. I bought that. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Too bad. And not a lot of people play that online, though. And you know what else, too, a Perfect Dark had that's actually something that I think Deathloop is trying to go for, but not really. But it had the coolest thing where you could have the other person be the enemy characters on the screen in the single-player campaign, like an anti-co-op. It was like the first game that had anti-co-op, where you could have co-op in the game, where the two you're running around, or anti-co-op, where the other person would be the enemies. Like, you'll teleport into different enemies in the campaign as the other person's going through the campaign. On the N64, they had that. Damn, man. I'm going to tell you, Perfect Dark on the N64, I was working as an intern, and I used the company's internet to to look up every goddamn weapon, feature, I knew everything about the game. I was on Perfect Dark fan sites. I was looking at every weapon, reading everything on my internship. Dude, I was like, I had that privacy screen up, and I was just in there in the cubicle going, Perfect Dark, Perfect Dark. And I'm just like reading all about it. I bought the the jump pack, or the expansion pack, to make sure I could play 4-player multiplayer. I was out of college at the time, so I had to like get all my college buddies together because, you know, it came out after I was in college. So I had to get everybody down. I had a party when it came out, man. I bought that game and a bottle of Visine for Bloodshot Eyes because I stayed up. All I knew I was going to stay up all night and play that Perfect Dark. And I went crazy when they announced Perfect Dark for the 360. They were bringing it back for the 360. It didn't look that great, but I didn't care at the time. I was so friggin' hyped. And then the remaster they did. So I'm interested in seeing where they're going with it, because he does make a good point here with talking about, you know, him doing, you know, what's her name, Lara Croft, and redoing that and seeing if they could take that kind of stuff and do it with Joanna Dark. But it's just like, you know, he keeps talking about the female protagonist. There was a lot of other female protagonists. And if Kid Smoot's in here, he'll keep talking about the cameo one. Yeah, she's not no Joanna Dark, but, you know, she was a female protagonist. Like, I don't, you know, I hope they didn't bring Perfect Dark back to fit, like, you know, oh, well, we need that, you know. We have all, like, you know, we have Marcus Phoenix and stuff. Like, they have Kate, you know. Like, that was another reason why Kate was in, you know, they're like, oh, like, you know, it's Kate's story. And I was like, what about Marcus and his son? Well, you know, let's put and again, I have no problem with that, but I just don't like if it's forced. Like, all right, well, we're doing it because we need to fit this. We need something like that. It's just kind of, I just don't, like, I don't know. Let's hear what he has to say more about Perfect Dark. But I'm hyped for Perfect Dark. I just hope, you know, I want to see what it looks like.
And one of them people love on the N64, the one on the 360, I think you accurately said it was a launch game. It's challenging to get a launch game rare.
Crazy Phil, man. He's going crazy. Crazy Phil eyeballs.
2 launch games that year with Cameo. Cameo wasn't as well received as we would have wanted, and now it's just going to come down to how they do with Joanna. But I love the fact that we could add Joanna to the lineup of lead characters in our first party games, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, and go ahead.
Yeah, so you sort of talked a little bit about
do with Joanna, but I love the fact that we could add Joanna to the lineup of lead characters in our first party joined. And so for the creation of that team, I think everybody who's joined the initiative has joined with iteration, but it, you know, wasn't as well received as we would have wanted, and now it's just going to come down to how they do with Joanna. But
I couldn't get that eyeball.
We would have wanted, and now it's just going to come down
like crazy
to
eyes.
how they do with Joanna. But
man, anyway, but yeah, so that's the Perfect Dark update. From there, I'll listen to some more of this stuff, but yeah, it is I think I'm gonna freeze frame it right here, but you know, interested to see. Because I wondered why they went with Perfect Dark on that thing, because again, it was weird. It was cool, but it was like, oh really, you really care about that franchise? I guess they do, but you know, I hope it's just not an excuse for the thing. And again, it just sounds like, I don't know. Why, when he talks about games, and like we go right back to the beginning of this podcast where he talked about Halo, and just like, people are going to play it. We're not going to take it for granted, but millions will play it and stuff. And there's going to be things probably people are going to say you can fix it. Like, no, man, get behind it. Have some confidence. Stop trying to be wishy-washy. Stop teetering the fence, being like, you know, this is a great game. You're going to love it. The team is behind it. The team is passionate to do it. They're ready to deliver the best game. We got this is a RIP. This is Halo. This is Perfect Dark. We're bringing her back. You know, you're gonna love what you're gonna see. You know, I can't wait to see what they're gonna show you. And just hype it, and then let it deliver. Why is that so hard? Why is it all wish? It doesn't matter what they did. You know, just being this like wishy-washy with this stuff. This is your IP. It'll be interesting to see what the team, like he says it here, like it'll be interesting to see what they do. Like, interesting.
I think you accurately said it was a launch game. It's challenging to get a launch game. Rare had 2 launch games.
Yeah, challenging to get a launch game. Excuse me? I guess Halo's talking about, right?
That year with Cameo, but it wasn't as well received as we would have wanted. And now it's just going to come down to how they do with Joanna. But I love the fact that
now it's going to come down to what they do with Joanna. Grinders, listen. I'm going to leave it with this little. We're done. We got one. Listen. I have it right here. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. What's this? He was playing it. He sounds like he's talking about Perfect Dark and just like, I played it. I'll tell you, they're doing a great job with it. Is this a pose? Did he pose for a photograph here? This was a year and a half ago. This was 2019. I'm playing Daryl Gallagher's game. This is what they tweeted. And he left. He went back to Insomniac last year. Drew Murray. Here he is. But, like, what did he... I don't know. Hey, dude. This is 28... Let me see. Hold on. This picture was taken when? Yeah, this is what they tweeted out. 2018? He's talking about, let's see what they do. Where's your confidence? What were you playing here? I don't even think they're playing. It looks like maybe they're playing the blue screen of death. But this was in 2019. Ah. Let's see what they do. All right. I guess this was a staged. Working on the game. Advertising for Dr. Pepper to go in your Xbox fridge. I don't know. But this has been a blast, guys. I want to thank you for making this a huge... I don't think I ever had a Grinds My Gears that went over 100 people. Friggin' awesome. You guys, like, just close to it. Thank you again. I know it's burning the midnight oil here. He was staring at a blank screen. I hope it's third person. You know, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. People look confused. Yeah, I do like Myron McCaffrey's question. Like, that was good. Like, why did you do Perfect Dark? Because that was a great question to ask him. But meme score indeed. Too hard left. These guys, Phil, shut up. Look at that blank screen. But, like, everyone's getting an Xbox given away. I don't think Phil said it. No, Brian. I think it was Don Matrick. He gave everybody an Xbox. He gave everybody the black one the small one. It was the S. It was the 360S, I think, or something like that. But anyway, Grinders, thank you again. Hit that like button. Share out the video. Bootiness and Philness. But again, this has been what grinds my gears. Classic. I'm not disrespecting Dr. Pepper. It is the shit. I like vanilla Dr. Pepper's not bad, or the cherry one. Cherry one's good. I do like that. Vanilla. I hit the vanilla one too, Dominic. Don't worry about it. You can't play CGI. I don't know either. But anyway, awesome show. I'm glad I got those points out. Yeah, it went longer than, but hey, that's what grinds my gears. It goes that way. But guys, hit that like button. Share it out. Again, Awesome show. Stay tuned. Later this week, probably do some streaming, and also Gaming Grindhouse will come at you probably Monday. And everybody, if I don't talk to you then, I'll probably try to do a video, but have a happy and safe 4th of July for those U.S. grinders out there. So, again, have a great time. Be safe, everybody. Have some barbecue. Grind